Hi guys, I'm Tanya from Baby Shador, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm a mom, a nurse, and a lactation consultant. And I'm so excited today to be here with you guys to share a little bit of my breastfeeding story here on Liquid Gold Vintage. Our journey lasted about 11 months. There were definitely tears. There were a lot of hardship. I went through a phase where I thought there was no more breast milk, or I felt like I wasn't feeding my baby. And don't get me wrong, it can definitely get tiresome. It can get exhausting. I mean, you gotta breastfeed every 3 hours, every 2 to 3 hours. You gotta pump every 3 hours. That's a lot of work, right? There were definitely times where I wanted to give up. There were definitely times where I freaked out and I thought my milk production was done. So I went on Pinterest real quick, found the best lactation smoothie I could. I kind of changed up a little bit, and I drank that religiously every day. I mean, there are teas, there are cookies, there are ways to help you out with whatever problem you have going on with your breastfeeding journey, whether it's about milk production or possible infection, cracked nipples. I mean, cracked nipples. Who doesn't have cracked nipples in the beginning? You don't know what you're doing. The baby doesn't know what you're doing. It's a lot, guys. It's really a lot. But there were a lot of smiles and there were a lot of excitement about, oh my gosh, I have all this milk. Oh my gosh, look at my baby grow, you know? My top tips and strategies for a mom that is beginning to breastfeed are as follows. Number one, do your research. It's that simple. You don't know what you're doing. The baby doesn't know what they're doing. Find out what you need to find out beforehand. When you sign up for all your prenatal classes, sign up for a breastfeeding class. Meet up with a lactation consultant and ask all the questions. I'm all about the questions. Number two, get support. It's super important to have someone in your corner encouraging you at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning when you're breastfeeding and you won't give up. So it's really important to talk to your spouse or your loved ones about your decision to breastfeed. You will be surprised at how much you can push and you continue to breastfeed when someone else is actually motivating you and encouraging you. Number three, get your resources. If you go on Facebook or even on Instagram, you'll find tons of breastfeeding group. Go ahead and join. La Leche League is also super informative for breastfeeding moms, as well as the lactation consultant you're going to meet when you give birth. Before you leave the hospital, make sure you speak to her and ask her to point you to the right community resource, because your milk comes in 3 to 5 days after baby is born. You're no longer in the hospital. So that's where you'll have even more questions. So make sure it points you to the right direction to a community lactation consultant. There were definitely times where I got the side eye. One time I went to a concert and I had to pump because my little one was at home. I brought my pump and I pumped at the concert. There was also a time where there was no place for me to pump while I was at a restaurant. So I had to pump standing in a bathroom. In a dirty bathroom. I don't know if it was dirty, but just in a bathroom, right? I got the side eyes, you know, I got the oh, cover yourself. No, no. I don't have to cover myself. I'm breastfeeding. It's normal. Hello? All jokes aside, like I said, breastfeeding is honestly the best decision that I've made for my little one. And I'm so happy that I was able to do that for 11 months. So if you're a new mom and you are looking to breastfeed, make sure you do your research before baby is born. Speak with a lactation consultant when you're in the hospital and make sure she gives you resources for when you are discharged from the hospital and you have someone to talk to after baby is born. And make sure that you speak with your loved ones and tell them that breastfeeding is what you want to do and you need their support. Thank you so much to Liquid Gold Vintage for allowing me to share a little piece of my breastfeeding story with you guys. And if you live in the DMV area, go ahead and follow me at Baby Shador. If you need any lactation consultant services, the link is in the bio. I hope you guys enjoy your week and happy National Breastfeeding Month.